read it. The question number 6. Uh, this is the answer for question number 6. Here they're asking only 3 examples except MS Word, right? Word processing packages. What are the other word processing packages except MS Word? Here in this table, you can get some idea about that. This left column says the name of the software, and the right column says the producer. Right here, see some names there. Abby Words, right? Abby Words, then FrameMaker, iWork Pages specially designed for Apple computers. Then Kingsoft Office Writer, then LibreOffice. The LibreOffice actually it is specially designed for the open source, especially Linux, Ubuntu operating systems. Then Microsoft Office Word, Open Office Writer, WordPerfect. Right? In that way, we can identify many types of word processing software. Right. It is, in addition to that, it is important to know the online word processing also. Right. Today we can see there are some examples for online word processing software. Online word processing. Here the special features of online word processing are some of the special features you can see in this slide here. It's no need to actually install a separate software. When you are using Microsoft Word or any other types of word processing software, in that case, you have to install a separate software for that. But if you are working online word processing, in that case, it no need to install a separate software. That's one feature of online word processing. Then second one is they are saying the user does not have to allocate space. Normally, when we are install operating system or any other software to the computer, it takes some space in the hard disk. But if you are using online word processing, no need to allocate separate space in the hard disk. Right? That's actually one advantage. If you can use the online word processing, another advantage is no need to separate space in the hard disk. Then another one, all the savings, all the documents save the special hardware, special storage device called cloud technology. Right? The saved documents, internet itself provide facilities for the space. Right? That is actually called cloud technology. Then another feature, the user can open or edit the document from any computer which has internet facilities. Right? You can once you save the documents in the online word processing tools, open and editing the documents. Right? If you want to edit the documents, then you can open the document in any computer which has internet facilities. Right? That's some special features regarding the online word processing. At the bottom, you can see some examples for that. A main common example is Google Docs. Google Docs are the major and popular example for online word processing. Then also Office 365 or Windows 365 also available for doing the online word processing. Right. Actually, if you are using online word processing, from this you can share the document with others. And sometimes you are doing group works. In that case, one student doing the work in their home location, then another student doing the works in another remote location. Right? Together, these both students can complete the group work. No need to gather together. Face-to-face meeting is no need when you are using the online word processing. Right. That's about the question number 6. Here only asking 3 word processing software. Right, then move to the next question. What is the difference between text formatting and text editing? Right, 2 different words, editing and formatting. Right, text formatting and editing. Formatting means you are going to change the appearance of final documents. Right? You are going to change the external appearance of the your final Word document. Right? Doing that called formatting. That means, for example, changing the font size, right? Or setting the document with the exact font sizes. Then changing the color, set the alignments, then set the spacings or bold, doing bold, underline, or set in italic form. Right? Those are the examples for text formatting. Text editing is somewhat different. This is said editing is modifying the content of documents, right? Modifying and proofreading. Right? They are not going to change the appearance of the final document. They are mainly concerned on the accuracy of the document. Accuracy, especially check the grammar and spellings. Right? Then find and replace. Those are the examples for editing. Right? That's the difference between text formatting and text editing. Right, then next move to the question number 8. Briefly describe the following with an aid of diagrams. Ribbon, ribbon groups, dialog launcher, quick access toolbar, and status bar. Right. To understand the parts of the word environment, that I'm asking to you describe some parts of the word environment. Right. Then I'm take you to a website. Then in this website clearly explain the these parts of the word environment. Right. And this website is very important. GCF Global. Here the things are explained very clearly and a simple form. Therefore, it's very important website. In this diagram says the parts of important parts of the word environment. Right, you can see some yellow dots there. This yellow dots indicate the important parts in this environment. Right? Look at the top left corner yellow icon here. Right? In this case, here you can see some small icons, save icon, undo, redo icon in this area called what? Quick access toolbar. This quick access toolbar containing the icon which are used oftenly. Right? Then normally you are, when you are doing the Word documents, normally you are saving, right? That according to 5 minutes after, then you are going to save the documents, right? Then redo. You are doing very oftenly, right? Therefore, these types of icon you can find in this area called quick access toolbar. Also, you can get the information by clicking this yellow dot here. That's the importance of this website. Click here. Once you click there, then some small description also available. Then you can get easily what is quick access toolbar. Right. In that way, all the other parts also described in this way. Another example I show you here. Look at the yellow icon in the bottom here. Then click here. They are giving some description in a small box, page number indicator. Page number indicator. Right. In that way, you can identify all the important parts in that word environment. Right, then I will share this website in your WhatsApp group. Then you can follow the website and try to get these parts clearly. And therefore, I'm not going to explain separately here one by one. Follow this website. Then after I share in the sharing this. Right. Then move to the next question. What is an alignment? Alignment. Right. Question number 9. Alignment. What is alignment? Right. This here says alignment describe how to text placed on the screen relation to the margins. Right. How you are going to place the text in compared with the margins. Right. Your text how far from the margins. Right. There are 4 main alignments type here in the below this figure. You can see these 4 types: left margin, center, right, and justify. Right. They are also giving some icons. Left margin icon here you can see, then center icon, right, and justify. Normally when you are doing the assignments or reports, the suitable alignment type is justify. Default alignment type is left. Right. What is default mean? Right. Default mean the computer setting type. Right. Computer giving the type, that alignment type. That's the default type. Default type is left. Right here, default left align is the default one. Here that the statement also explain left align is the default one. Right. That's about the alignments. Next, move to the question number 10. What is the paragraph indentation, and explain the 3 types of indentation. Right. What's indentation? Paragraph indentation. Actually, indentation mean the gap or distance between margins to starting line. Right. Here also explained in this statement. See the statement here: blank space or gap or distance between a margin and the beginning of the line of text. Right. That's called indent, right, or indentation. Normally this space or gap should be 5 spaces or 1/4 to 1/2. And that's also, remember the gap, the how far from the margins to starting of the line. 5 spaces. Right. Again, 3 types of they are asking 3 types of indentation. Look at the diagram here. Right. This diagram says these types. Only asking here 3 types, but in actually we have 4 or 5 types of indentation in the word environment. Here, see first line indentation. Look at the arrow pointing. First line indentation mean gap between this margin, this left margin, and the first line of the paragraph. That is called first line indent. The gap between the left margin and the first line of the paragraph. That is called first line indent. Right. Then a right indent. Look at the arrow pointing here. Right indent. Right indent mean the gap or distance between left margin to the paragraph. Right. First line, including the first line and the rest of the lines. Right. That means paragraph. The gap between left margin to paragraph. Right indent also we are having left indent also. Right. Left indent mean the gap between left margin to the paragraph. Right. Here not indicate that part, but remember left indentation also available. Right. Third one, hanging indent. The hanging indent means the gap between left margin to the paragraph, but except first line. Right. Without or except the first line, the gap between the left margin to the paragraph. Right. Remember, in this case, in the hanging indent, you ignore the first line. That's the 3 indentation types. I think you get the point about the indentation. Then next move to the next question. Explain the importance of mail merge in documentation. What is data source in mail merge? Mention the steps necessary to create mail merge letters. Right. What is mail merge? Right. That earlier we discussed about the mail merge. Especially, I created the YouTube videos and publish it. Right. In our 6 or 5 months earlier, still in the website you can get these YouTube videos. Please follow the videos that I publish, then you can get the answers from these videos. I'm not going to explain here this importance of mail merge and how to create the mail merge document. All of these things you can get through these videos. Please go through the video to get the answers of question number 11. However, briefly, what is mail merge? The mail merge mean creating the document to send in multiple recipients, right? Multiple recipients, the same type of documents. That sometimes you have to make same type of document to send many users. In this case, the tool is use mail merge in the Word environment. Right? For example, suppose you want to send a document to the 50 students in your classroom saying, please submit your assignment on or before 30th June. Right? The same type of letter, only the change in their names and the index number, like that. The thing is, content is same type of letter. You want to prepare a same type of letter for the 50 students. No need to prepare or create the letters separately, individual letters. You have to prepare only one letter, then you can merge this letter to the 50 students. That's the advantage of the mail merge. Right. Therefore, again, follow the video clips I publish in the YouTube to get the answers for the question number 11. Right. Therefore, I move to the next question. Question number 12. They are asking some steps to how to put borders, create columns, like that. Okay, then I am going to show how you are going to do these steps through the Word environment. Therefore, I am moving to a Word environment from here. I have stopped this slide presentation. Okay. I think all of you see this environment here, Word environment. Can you see this environment? Can you see this
Yes,
environment
sir.
here? Okay, this is the Word environment. Here they are asking the first, before that, something I want to show, paragraph indentation, how to do the paragraph that we already discussed under question number 10. Here I am going to show these three types of indentation before continuing the question number 12. Suppose you have a paragraph industry, example paragraph here, right? If you want to do the indentation for this paragraph, the first thing is you want to select it. Select the paragraph. Right? The first thing is you want to select the paragraph. Right? Then here I am type another paragraph. Then you can see the difference clearly. I'm going to indent the first paragraph here. Right. Then go to the paragraph group. Right. Paragraph group here. In the paragraph group right corner, there is a small arrow called dialog launcher. Click on this dialog launcher. Once you click here, then you will display a paragraph box that is called paragraph box. In this paragraph box, you have two tabs, indent and spacing, the other one line and page breaks. Select this one. The default selecting is indent and spacing. Right. Select this one. In this box, in this tab, having three separate sections. First one general, then indentation, then spacing. And we are concentrate on this part, indentation section. Right. Here left, right, this is the left indentation. You can change the gaps between the left margin and the paragraph through the left indentation, then right indentation below that. Then the other side special, here called special indentation. By clicking this arrow here, you can see the first, special indentation, first line and hanging. Right. If you want to, right, then again, right, click here, left, the first check the left indentation, then default is 0. Then you want to, you can set the size. Suppose you want to 2 inch from the left, then set here 2. Right. Once you set the indentation values, then click OK button. That before that I want to also the right indentation 2. Then special indentation, first line hanging. Right, no need in this time, no need to do that. Only left and right indentation. Set the first left and right indentation and click OK here. Right. Look at the changes of the document. Right. You can compare the second and the second paragraph, no indentation, no any indentation. The first paragraph, the left and right indentations. Right. In that way, you can do the indentation time. Right. Then we'll move to the question number 12. Read it. What the first part? Put a border around the page. Put a border around the page. How you are going to make a border around the page? To do that, follow these steps. First, select the design. Design from the ribbon tabs. This is called, this area called ribbon tabs. Right? File, home, insert, design. Right? These are design tab. Right. Select design. Right. Once you select design, then you can appear, there are separate groups, groups that entitled to belong to design tab, document formatting, then page background. Right. Go to the page background group. That means corner of the right corner of the ribbon in this area. Right, in this area, right corner, there's an option called page border. Click here. Click on the page border. Right, once you click on the page border, then you will appear the box page border and shading. Right. Here you have three tabs: borders, page borders, shading. Make sure you are in the page border section. Right. If you are sometimes in your computer, maybe in borders, we are not going to set the borders. Right. Make sure you are in page border tab. Select page border tab here. Then you can select the style of the page border you want to input. Suppose box type, select box here. Then you can make some other settings also. line style here. There are many line style available. Suppose you are select this one, right? Then color, if you want, you can set the color, line color also, right? Then line width also, you can, if you want, you can change. Also, if you want, you can add the art for the page border, right? In this time, I'm not going to select the art. Okay, suppose that my settings are okay, then click OK button here, right? Once you click OK, then automatically page border appear on your screen, right? That's the way put in the page borders, right? Then second one, create column. Now we are going to create the column. Your page, you can divide it into 2 columns, 3 columns, in that way, right? Normally in the magazines or newspapers, they are printing in this way, column wise, right? How you are going to make the columns? Click this layout tab from the main main menu. Select the layout. Then once you click layout, then you can appear the groups under layout, page setup, paragraph, right? Okay, I think all of you are back again. That's right. That's internet problem. And again, I'm going to share the document, right? Okay, now I think all of you can see we have stopped creating document here. Select layout, then under page setup, select the option columns. Select the option column. Right. Once you click the option column, then they are given to select if you want to how many columns for your page, 2 columns, 3 columns, or left margins or right margins. In that way, you can select your option. Right. In this example, suppose I am selecting 3 column type. Select 3. Right. Now you can see these columns here. Then when if I type something from here, only the column wise type in there. Right. To move to the next column, you want to finish the first one. Then only you can move to the second. Right. In between, you can move. Right. That's first, then second column. Right. In that way, that's the newspaper format or magazines. Right. Right. In that way, you can make the columns. Then move to the next one. Insert watermark to the page. How you can insert a watermark? Right. To insert the watermark, again go to the design tab. Then again this corner, right corner here, that earlier we select page border. In this time, select watermark. Right. Click on the arrow here, watermark. Then there are some layouts you can find. Confidential, I do not copy. In that way, select the particular layout form. Suppose this one. Click here. This once you click the select the do not copy in that format, your document look like that. Right. You can see a watermark inside your document. Normally, watermark we are using to set the identity of your document. Right. Set the identity of your document. Right. Suppose you have your own document, you are not like to give in to others, right? Not you are not like to copy in others for your documents. In that case, you can give a watermark. Right. Also, custom watermarks also available. This option, through this option, you can give in your on pictures also. Select the watermark option here. Select custom watermark. Right. Then you will appear a small box called printed watermark. This box name is printed watermark. If you want to remove the watermark, click no watermark here. If you want to remove it. Then if you want to insert a picture watermark, select the second one, picture watermark. Under that, there's a button select picture. This allows you to select the particular picture you want to insert as a watermark. And by clicking this button, it's allowed to select the pictures from your computer or online. Right. Then in that way, you can insert a picture watermark. Then third one is the text watermark. Right. Text watermark. Then there are predefined text type here available. We are already selected do not copy. Then if you want to change another text type, then you can click the arrow down arrow here. Right. In this list, you have several types of text: sample, personal, top secret, urgent. In that way, according to your requirement, you can select one of the text watermark here. Right. In that way, you can use the custom watermark option in the Word environment. Right. Then move to the other part. Last question: insert a header as Mahaveli NCU. How you are going to insert the headers? Headers and footers. Insert in headers and footers. Select home tab, insert tab. Insert tab. From insert tab, select header and footer group here in this area. This I think you can see the area I am moving my mouse here in this area called header and footer area. Right. Select header option from here. Click on the header. Right. Then once you click on the header, then it will appear the several types of headers. And then according to your requirement, you can select one of the header type. Right. Suppose I am selecting this one. Right. Then once I select that option, that header insert on your document, it separate this dotted line. Right. You can see a dotted line here at the top. Above the dotted line called header area, below this dotted line called page area. Right. Now you can type your text in the header area. Here they are asking to type Mahaveli NCUOE. Right. Then you can type Mahaveli NCOE. Then according to your requirement, you can type the header titles or header text in the header area. Normally header area we are using to insert what? Page numbers, right? Normally in the header areas appear page numbers. Okay, I think these questions are all revision assessment 2. All questions now we finish. From next week, I am going to discuss revision number 3. Any questions? We have another 2 or 3 minutes, 2 minutes. If you have any questions regarding this Word software, now time to ask. No questions? Okay, then if you have any question, you can WhatsApp me also. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, no question. Therefore, I'm going to stop the lesson here now. Right. Okay. Thank you very much for the participation.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.